Hey guys, it is 4:49 in the morning. It's very early. We're on our way driving to Newark Airport. We were supposed to be driving to Philadelphia Airport, which is only about an hour away from Brigantine. But Air Canada canceled our flight yesterday from Philadelphia to Montreal. Our flight was supposed to be at about 9 a.m. So we got rebooked on a United flight, but we have to drive to Newark Airport, which is basically New York City, but on the New Jersey side. And it's almost 2 hours away. So have to leave an hour earlier, plus the hour flight's an hour earlier. So it's really early right now. But anyways, our flight's at 8 a.m. It's 4:45, and we're heading up to Montreal. Today we are going to be playing some poker. Day one of the Party Poker Millions, like these phase one $500 tournaments, which are pretty cool. So you start with 100,000 chips in this $500 tournament. In the 5K on Friday you start with $1 million. So this is technically like a satellite, but unlike other satellites, if you bag whatever chips you bag, you carry forward. So if I bag like 2 million chips today, I start the 5K with 2 million, which would be pretty awesome. So we're gonna land, get up there, play the tournament at 11. Hopefully bag a pile of chips for the 5K tournament, and we will see you guys soon. We'll get back to you guys at the airport before we head on the plane.
My face above the water, my feet can't touch the ground, and it feels like I can see the sands on the horizon every time you are not around. I'm slowly drifting away, wave after wave, wave after wave, I'm slowly drifting.
We just landed in Montreal. It's about 9:45. The tournament starts at 11. So we need to get through customs really quick. Go check into our Airbnb that we have for the week, and then we're heading right over to Playground Poker for the 11 a.m. phase one tournament.
I wish I could make it easy.
Hey guys, we are out here at the Playground Poker Club out here in Montreal, about 20 minutes outside of Montreal. Fun fact, we're out here I think on the Kahnawake Indian tribe. The Kahnawake tribe I think licensed a lot of the online poker sites, Bovada, Ultimate Bet, Party Poker. They gave a lot of licenses, so that's kind of interesting fact. Today, 5K buy-in, 5,300 Canadian, day 1A. We start with 1 million chips at 5K big blind. We're gonna play 10 levels. Last level we play is 20K, 40K blinds. So day 1A today. If we don't make it through, we got day 1B tomorrow. A little bit about my strategy for today on day 1A. You know, day ones I don't like to go too crazy. Kind of like to look at a golf tournament. You know, you can't win the golf tournament on day one, but you can lose it. You know, you can bust out, but you can never win the tournament, whether you're the chip leader or not. You're not guaranteed to win or go deep. So just putting yourself in good positions. Nothing too crazy today, just really solid poker, and try to capitalize on some big mistakes my opponents make. And you know, if they make big mistakes, you can double up pretty easily. We start with antes, so I like that. There'll be some action right from day one. Expecting a big turnout. There's a $5 million guarantee, so we're guaranteeing 1,000 players. $1 million guarantee to first place. So I'm hoping to make it through today. Get an off day tomorrow on Saturday, so we can go around Montreal. But overall, just really solid poker today. Hopefully get a good table draw. Table draw is a big part of it, but it's going to be a fun one. It's going to be a really good one, and it's going to be really big. So we'll give you some updates throughout the day, and see you guys soon. Hey guys, it's first break here on day one. From a million chips, we have about 770,000. We're going to 4K, 8K blinds. Just a little update. Nothing too exciting to go on. Had to make one fold with 2 10s pre-flop without putting any chips in the pot, where I actually went bet and raise in front of me. I can talk about that hand a little bit later, why I don't like 4-betting the 2 10s there and prefer to just fold. I think it's a spot where people get way too involved there with 2 10s after a raise and a 3-bet, especially when it was an under-the-gun raise and a button 3-bet. Overall, feeling really good. On my table, I got Chad Evidlage. I don't know how to pronounce his last name, but he's really good. And then Joey Wiseman, but they are both in the 2 direct seats to my right. And don't recognize anyone else at the table, so pretty happy about that. Super happy with the table draw. Feeling really good, super concentrated. This thing is awesome. $5 million prize pool. Everyone's really excited. Everyone's playing really well. I mean, there's just a lot of excitement in the room. So excited to run deep in this tournament. Playing well. Want to just play my best. It's really fun playing early on too, where the pots are really meaningful. Start with antes, and you know, we're playing some big pots at the table. I'm excited to see if we can build up a big chip stack here on day one, and keep it going. Talk to you guys later. Hey guys, so we are on the last break of the night now. We are going to be going to 15K, 30K blinds, and we have 1.8 million chips. So pretty happy. We were down to 300 and we've run it up. So after we last talked, we had 300,000. Won a couple pots to get to 500, and then doubled up with kings against King Queen of Hearts on a 10-9-3-2 heart board. So we faded the flush draw on the gut shot. That got us to about 1 million chips. We've been hovering around 1 million for a while. Got to like 1.2, and then just won a nice one where the player shoved all in for 18 big blinds, and we called with King Queen of Diamonds in the big blind and won a flip against pocket 10s, and now we have 1.8 million going to the last 2 levels of the night. A little bit of an interesting dynamic right now. So right now we play 15-30, and then we play 20-40. We bag up chips. Come back for day 2, and the blinds reset to 10 and 20,000. Since there's online qualifiers that have already played day 1, I think it is, we reset to 10 and 20,000. So my 1.8 million chips, while it's only 60 big blinds right now, is 90 big blinds on day 2. So kind of an interesting dynamic that normally doesn't happen. Chips are worth a little bit more. But really happy right now. I've got a really good table, got a good feel for my table. It's gonna break in a little bit though, but feeling good. We're battling, doing a lot of 3-betting. Feeling good. So we got 1.8 million, and we'll get more in depth into a few hands later on, but feeling good, and let's see if we can bag chips here in 2 hours. Talk to you guys soon. Saturday, we bagged chips last night in the tournament. So last time I talked to you guys, we were on the last break. We had about 1.8 million. We ended up bagging 2.1 million. So doubled our 1 million starting stack. The good thing is tomorrow, day 2, the blinds roll back, so we'll be playing 10 and 20,000, and we're also going to be playing 75-minute levels. So we got 100 big blinds, 75-minute levels. Can't ask for anything more. This is a really good structured tournament, a really soft tournament, big field, and I am really excited to make a run in this. Kind of a cool structure with, you know, everything's just multiplied. We're playing already, you know, 10 and 20,000 on day 2, but a lot of people don't make proper adjustments to this kind of interesting structure. So I think people play a little too tight, kind of like they normally would at like 10 and 20,000 in a normal tournament where there's maybe like 18 players left. In this tournament, I think people are kind of not adjusting correctly and realizing that they're like 100 big blinds deep with 2 million. They're instead playing it maybe like they're 30 big blinds deep. So, you know, I'm looking to take advantage of some of those adjustments. I've been 3-betting a lot. It's been working out. Overall, it was a great day. We peaked at 2.8 million and then lost a couple pots. We got one really interesting hand that we'll talk about in a little bit. But today, it's a beautiful day out. We're walking around Montreal, doing some shopping, exploring. We're about to go to the Notre Dame and doing a bunch of exploring. We're gonna go get some food, so we'll show you guys around Montreal, and it's a really, really fun city. So we went out drinking last night, Cinco de Mayo, after we bagged chips, had some beers, had some food. A lot of fun. guys, so we're still exploring Montreal today. We're at this Green's juice bar that we found. Just had some lunch. Wanted to talk about an interesting hand from yesterday where we had Ace King offsuit on the button with 2.8 million chips. We were playing 20K, 40K blinds. Hand starts out with Will Fiola shoving for 11 big blinds under the gun, 440,000. Folds to the chip leader in the hijack. He has like 5 million, and he thinks for a while and calls. And then the cutoff, who I don't know a lot about him, haven't been at the table for that long. He's not a professional player. I know that. He thinks for a long time, about 2 minutes in the tank. He shoves for 2.4 million. And I'm on Ace King on the button now, and it's 2.4 million cold to me, 60 big blinds, and I got Ace King offsuit. Super, super, super close spot. I only moved to the table 30 minutes ago, don't have a lot of information. I remember in time, I assumed the first guy was calling with something like 7s or better, and like Ace Queen or better, maybe Ace Jack suited. And then I kind of just gave the guy a range that was shoving as like pocket 10s or better, you know, Ace King or better. I want to give him Ace Queen. Kind of had a live read that he was tanking because he didn't know what to do, not because he was trying to like make it look like he was thinking like he had aces. So, you know, I had the information. I don't want to widen his range too much just because I don't want to give him hands that he never has, and then I could be making a huge mistake. So I ended up folding the Ace King there. Really tough spot. The main reason I fold is because in 40 minutes, the blinds roll back to 10K, 20K, and my 2.7 million chips is now 140 big blinds almost, versus the 70 big blinds it is right now. So that was a huge deal with mine. When I get a big stack in this tournament, it's a soft tournament, I want to have big edges to risk a lot of chips. So we folded the Ace King. It's pretty tight. Some of you might be able to run some math and say it's a correct call. As it turns out, it was a pretty bad fold because the shover had Ace Jack, and this guy that moved all in, Will had Ace Jack, and the guy that moved all in the cutoff had pocket 6s. So he was shoving way wider than I thought he was. So I should have called the down given information, but in real time I think my fold was good. It turns out we would have won the hand and had like 6 million chips, which probably would have been chip leader going into day 2, but we still got a healthy stack, and super excited for this tournament and having a day off and exploring Montreal.
And it feels like I'm drowning, pulling against the stream, pulling against the
Hey guys, we are currently at Chicago O'Hare Airport on our way to Tulsa, Oklahoma. They are right now playing the final table of the Party Poker Millions, and we are not part of that final table. So day 2 started with about 2 million chips, went really well. We got up to like 7.5 million chips. We're in a really good spot. We're probably like a top 20 stack. Lost a pot or two, lost a flip, Ace King to Queens, and then there was a big hand. We had Ace Queen with 5.5 million chips at 100,000 blinds. This is with about 200 people left, 100 from the money, about 30 minutes left in the day. We have Ace Queen. We raised to 250,000 from like under the gun 2. Ace Queen offsuit. French Canadian kid in middle position raises to 725,000. Kind of had some timing tells a little bit on him that I didn't think he was super strong, but he can have some good hands. Folds back to me, and I have a decision whether to call or 4-bet. My hand's too good to fold. I decided to 4-bet this time to take control of the hand. I'd rather have the aggression. I 4-bet to 1.45 million, and he calls. And it's not too surprising with the sizing that I use that he calls. I kind of use that sizing a little bit because I don't really care too much if he calls, because I get to bet the flop first now, and he's just gonna have to fold most of the time. So, and I made the size too because I was planning to 4-bet fold. I have good blockers with my Ace Queen. Good hand to 4-bet fold here, I think. So we go to a flop, and the flop is very good for us. It's Ace 7 Deuce Rainbow. Ace 7 Deuce Rainbow. 1 heart. We have the Queen of Hearts. We bet 850 into 3 million, and he calls. So now the flop, the pot is 4.7 million in it, and we have 3.3 million left, so about 75% of the pot. The turn is the 9 of hearts, bringing 2 hearts, and we check. I plan on checking a lot of my range on this board. I could shove, but I decided to check to induce some bluffs, and we're going to snap call off pretty much any shove. He checks back. 100% sure I have the best hand now. The river is the 5 of hearts, completing the backdoor flush, but like I said, we have the queen of hearts, so there's really no hearts you can ever have. We shove for value. We shove 3.3 million, and he calls with ace 5 of diamonds. So the river was a 5, and I really think he would have called the river if he did not pair the 5. I thought he was going to call pretty light there, and pretty unlucky. He rivered a 5. Pot was 11 million chips. The average at that time was 5 million, so it's for one of the top 10 chip stack in the tournament at that point. And you know, if you turn on Party Poker's live stream right now, that kid has about 500 million chips right now, and he's chip leader 4-handed in the tournament. So that's how the tournament went. Right now we're heading to Tulsa, go visit my girlfriend Alex's family. We're gonna go do some fishing. Her brother's graduating high school, party for that, and maybe go do some shooting for the first time ever. So we're gonna go have some fun in Tulsa, Oklahoma for the weekend. So good trip in Montreal, not the finish we were looking for in the tournament, but really fun, interesting hand that I was really happy with how I played to bust out. See you guys soon.